The Golden Bachelor Season 2 is nearing its grand finale, and let's be honest, it's been a bumpy ride from the very start. When Mel Owens, the former NFL player turned golden heartthrob, was first announced as the lead, the internet practically exploded. Instead of cheers, there were groans. Before the season even began, Mel found himself in hot water after making comments about women's ages that didn't exactly land well. He talked about wanting to date younger women, setting his ideal range from 45 to 60. And that's not exactly what fans of The Golden Bachelor were hoping to hear. The whole point of the show was to celebrate love later in life, mature, genuine, and golden love, not a midlife crisis on primetime television. So yes, the season started under a cloud of controversy. Even some of the contestants weren't thrilled about his comments. The first night at the mansion, several of them confronted Mel directly, demanding honesty. They wanted to see if the man behind the microphone was truly ready for love or just for the spotlight. To his credit, Mel didn't run from the heat. He admitted his mistake. He owned up to what he said and promised to show the world who he really was. From that moment on, the show took a new direction. The grumpy ex-football player slowly began to soften. He laughed more, he listened more, and somehow he started winning hearts, including those of the audience who once doubted him. Fast forward to now. The finale is here. Mel has narrowed his search for love down to two incredible women, the vibrant, fiery Peg Munson and the sweet, nurturing Cindy Colors. Cindy, 60 years old, is the calm in the chaos, the kind of woman who brings warmth and steadiness, someone who could make even the most restless man feel at peace. And then there's Peg Munson, 62, a retired firefighter from Las Vegas with a personality that could light up any room. She's bold, fun, confident, and doesn't let anyone, not even the Golden Bachelor himself, tell her how to live her life. When these two women made it to the final week, Bachelor Nation went into a frenzy. The question on everyone's mind, who will Mel choose? Rumors started swirling online, with fans convinced that Cindy had it in the bag. She was the safe choice, the heartwarming match, the one who made Mel look calm and grounded. But oh, the Bachelor franchise loves a twist, doesn't it? According to inside reports, Mel shocked everyone. He didn't choose Cindy, he chose Peg. That's right, the bold, spontaneous, life-of-the-party Peg Munson won Mel's final rose. And at first, it seemed like the perfect match, two strong personalities finding love in their golden years. Peg, with her infectious laugh and spark, brought out a playful side of Mel that fans hadn't seen before. She reminded him to dance, to let go, to live. In one of the show's most memorable moments, the two attended a Kelsey and the Sunshine Band concert, dancing the night away like teenagers in love. It was joyful, it was free, it was everything viewers wanted to see from this older generation of romantics, proof that passion doesn't fade with age. But behind the scenes, things weren't as shiny as they appeared. Sources from production have revealed that Mel and Peg's romance may already be showing cracks, and it hasn't even been that long since filming wrapped. Apparently, the couple was supposed to have one of the show's famous secret rendezvous weekends, a private getaway where the lead and their chosen partner can reconnect in secret while the finale is still under wraps. But that weekend, it never happened. Insiders claim that Mel and Peg had a disagreement, a bad one, and ended up canceling their entire weekend away. According to one production insider, their problems come down to personality differences that have only gotten more obvious off-camera. Peg, as fans know, is a social butterfly. She loves being out, meeting people, dancing, dining, and living life in the fast lane. She thrives in a crowd, draws energy from others, and always has plans. Mel, on the other hand, is much more mellow. He's the type who enjoys quiet nights at home, low-key dinners, and time away from the spotlight. He's calm, deliberate, and maybe just a little old-fashioned. So when Peg wants to go, 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 Mel's ready to nap, nap, nap. And that's not exactly the most romantic recipe for long-term success. What makes this twist even more shocking is that these differences were part of what brought them together in the first place. On that now iconic concert date, their opposites attract chemistry was undeniable. Mel loved how Peg pushed him out of his comfort zone, and Peg adored how Mel made her feel grounded and safe. But sometimes what feels exciting in the honeymoon phase becomes exhausting in real life. The insider added that Peg's social lifestyle and Mel's quiet demeanor have started clashing more than either expected. She wants to go out, he wants to stay in. She wants to travel and mingle, he wants to slow down and savor. They're both good people, just living life at different speeds. Now, with the finale approaching, everyone's wondering how they'll handle it. Sources say that when the cameras roll for the big finale and the After the Final Rose special, Mel and Peg are planning to act like everything is fine. They'll smile, they'll hold hands, they'll tell the audience that they're in love and taking things one day at a time. But behind the curtain, things may not be quite so picture perfect. Still, who could blame them? This show, after all, isn't just about finding love, it's about navigating the intense spotlight that comes with it. The public pressure, the constant rumors, the interviews, it can test even the strongest connections. Fans remember what happened to the Golden Bachelor's first couple, Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist. Their fairy tale wedding in January had fans swooning, only for them to file for divorce 3 months later. That heartbreak left viewers wondering if reality TV love stories were doomed from the start. So when news broke that Mel and Peg might be already struggling before the finale even airs, well, it hit a little too close to home. Still, there's something endearing about both of them. Mel, despite his rocky start, genuinely seems to want to find lasting love. And Peg, she's unapologetically herself. She says what she thinks, laughs loudly, and doesn't let anyone dull her shine. Maybe that's why people root for her. She's real. And even if things aren't perfect between them, it's hard not to admire two people who are brave enough to try again no matter how messy it gets. When the finale airs, fans will no doubt be glued to their screens, watching every smile, every tear, every subtle glance between Mel and Peg. Will it feel genuine? Forced? Will they make it past the spotlight and into real life? No one really knows. But that's the magic and the madness of The Golden Bachelor. What we do know is this. Mel Owens' journey has been one of growth, redemption, and maybe a little chaos along the way. From being labeled ageist before the show even started, to opening his heart to love again, he's been through the emotional ringer. And Peg Munson? She's walked away from the show as one of the most talked about women in Golden Bachelor history. Whether she and Mel go the distance or not, she's left a mark. Fierce, funny, and fabulously herself. As for the finale, one thing's for sure. It's going to be dramatic, heartfelt, and probably a little awkward, just like Bachelor Nation likes it. Will Mel and Peg make it work? Or will this love story fizzle before it ever gets a chance to shine? Whatever happens, fans will be watching, because deep down, we all love a good redemption story. And who knows? Maybe love will surprise us one more time. Because in the end, that's what The Golden Bachelor is really about, proving that love doesn't retire at 60.